Seeds have long been considered a symbol of good health. They are natural, plant-based, and often associated with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. For many years, adding seeds to salads, yogurt, or smoothies was widely encouraged as a simple way to support overall wellness. And for a long time, that advice made sense. But after the age of 60, the body begins to change in important ways. Digestion slows. Inflammation becomes easier to trigger. The balance between fats, minerals, and absorption is no longer the same as it was in earlier decades. As a result, some foods that once supported the body may start to affect it differently. This does not happen suddenly. There is usually no sharp pain or clear warning sign. Instead, the changes are subtle. Stiffness that lasts longer in the morning, energy that fades more quickly, joints that feel less cooperative. Many people assume these shifts are simply part of aging. In reality, daily food choices can play a quiet role. Certain seeds are still beneficial, but others may place unnecessary stress on an aging system when eaten too often or prepared the wrong way. This does not mean seeds are bad, and it does not mean they must be avoided entirely. It simply means that after 60, the body benefits from more precise choices. Many older adults eat carefully, limit sugar, and choose natural foods, yet still struggle with inflammation, discomfort, or low energy. In many cases, the issue is not what the body is missing. It is what it is receiving too frequently without awareness. The good news is that small adjustments can make a meaningful difference. Understanding which seeds no longer serve the body well, and which ones truly support healthy aging, can help protect mobility, comfort, and independence over time. In the next part, we will begin by looking at one common seed that is often considered healthy, yet may affect the body differently after 60. What makes this issue especially concerning is that the effects do not appear right away. When certain seeds begin to affect the aging body, they rarely cause immediate pain or dramatic symptoms. There is no clear signal telling you that something is wrong. Instead, the changes happen quietly and gradually. Many older adults begin to notice that their joints feel stiff for longer periods, especially in the morning. Movements that once felt effortless may start to require more time and energy. Fatigue can linger throughout the day, even when sleep and diet seem adequate. These shifts are often subtle enough to be dismissed as normal aging. Inflammation plays an important role here. As the body ages, its ability to regulate inflammatory responses becomes less efficient. Certain foods, when consumed regularly, may contribute to low-grade inflammation that affects joints, muscles, and blood vessels over time. This process does not happen overnight. It builds slowly, often without drawing attention to its source. Because there is no sharp discomfort at first, many people never connect these changes to their daily food habits. Instead, they adapt. They move a little slower. They rest more often. They assume their body is simply doing what bodies do with age. Meanwhile, the underlying strain continues quietly in the background. Another challenge is that these effects can appear differently from one person to another. One individual may experience joint stiffness. Another may notice reduced energy or slower recovery after activity. Others may feel a general sense that their body is less resilient than it once was. This variety makes it even harder to identify a clear cause. It is important to understand that this does not mean seeds are harmful by nature. Many remain valuable parts of a balanced diet. The concern lies in frequency, preparation, and how the aging body responds to certain compounds over time. What was once neutral or helpful may no longer be ideal when consumed daily without adjustment. Awareness is the first step toward change. When older adults begin to look more closely at how specific foods affect their comfort, mobility, and energy, patterns often emerge. Small changes made consistently can reduce unnecessary stress on the body and support healthier aging. In the next section, we will begin examining specific seeds, starting with one that is commonly praised as healthy, yet may quietly contribute to inflammation when eaten frequently after 60. Many older adults are doing what they believe is right for their health. They reduce sugar, limit processed foods, and try to eat more natural ingredients. They choose items that are widely considered healthy and make these choices part of their daily routine. Yet despite these efforts, joint discomfort, poor sleep, low energy, and persistent inflammation often remain. This can be deeply frustrating. When someone eats carefully and still does not feel well, the natural assumption is that something is missing: more supplements, more protein, more vitamins. But in many cases, the issue is not about deficiency, it is about repetition. The same foods eaten every day without realizing how the aging body responds to them. After 60, digestion and absorption change. The way fats are processed shifts. Inflammatory responses become easier to trigger and harder to calm. Foods that once blended easily into the body may begin to place subtle strain on joints, muscles, or circulation when consumed too often. Because these foods are labeled as healthy, they are rarely questioned. They become habits: a sprinkle here, a snack there, an ingredient hidden in packaged products. Over time, the body responds not with sudden illness, but with gradual signals: less flexibility, slower recovery, a general sense of heaviness or fatigue. These signs are often dismissed as normal aging. But many people notice that when they adjust certain everyday foods, their body begins to respond differently. Mornings feel less stiff. Energy lasts longer through the day. Sleep becomes more restorative. These changes do not come from extreme diets or strict rules, but from awareness. It is important to approach this with balance. The goal is not to fear food or eliminate entire categories. It is to recognize that after 60, the body benefits from more thoughtful choices. Small adjustments made consistently can reduce unnecessary stress and support comfort and mobility. In the next part, we will begin identifying specific seeds that are commonly consumed and explore why some of them may no longer serve the aging body as well as they once did. As we move forward, it becomes important to look at specific seeds that are commonly consumed and understand why some of them may no longer be ideal for daily use after the age of 60. These seeds are not harmful by nature. The concern lies in how often they are eaten, how they are prepared, and how an aging body responds to them over time. One of the most common examples is sunflower seeds. They are widely praised for their vitamin content and are often recommended as a heart-healthy snack. However, sunflower seeds are very high in omega-6 fats. While omega-6 is essential in small amounts, it needs to be balanced with omega-3. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at maintaining this balance. When omega-6 intake is consistently high, it may contribute to low-grade inflammation that affects joints, blood vessels, and overall comfort. Another ingredient that deserves attention is cottonseed oil. Unlike whole seeds, this oil often goes unnoticed because it is hidden inside packaged and processed foods. It is commonly used in snack foods, crackers, cereals, and dressings due to its low cost and long shelf life. Cottonseed oil is highly processed and can oxidize easily. Over time, frequent consumption of heavily processed oils may place added stress on the cardiovascular system and muscles, especially in older adults who are more sensitive to these effects. Sesame seeds, particularly in concentrated forms like tahini, present a different challenge. Sesame contains naturally occurring compounds called phytates. These compounds can bind to important minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and zinc during digestion. After 60, mineral absorption already becomes less efficient. When these minerals are consistently blocked, it may affect bone strength, joint comfort, and muscle function over time. Chia seeds are often labeled as a superfood and can be beneficial when prepared properly. However, chia seeds absorb large amounts of liquid and expand significantly. When eaten dry or only lightly soaked, they may become difficult to swallow and harder to digest. For older adults with slower digestion or swallowing sensitivity, this can lead to discomfort, bloating, or constipation. Understanding these effects is not about fear. It is about awareness. Small changes in daily habits can reduce unnecessary strain on the body and support healthier aging. If this information is helpful, take a moment to like this video so more people over 60 can find it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for future videos focused on practical, science-informed guidance for aging well. And in the comments, let me know which seed surprised you the most. After understanding which seeds may no longer serve the aging body well, it is equally important to focus on those that can truly offer support when used correctly. These seeds are not about trends or labels. They are valued because they align better with how the body functions after the age of 60. One of the most beneficial options is black sesame seeds. These are different from the lighter sesame seeds commonly seen on bread or in many packaged products. Black sesame seeds retain their outer layer, which contains naturally occurring compounds that help protect cells from oxidative stress. When soaked or ground, they are easier to absorb and gentler on digestion. Many older adults appreciate black sesame for its traditional use in supporting brain function, circulation, and overall resilience at a cellular level. Flax seeds are another valuable addition, provided they are prepared properly. Flax seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids and also contain soluble fiber that supports digestive comfort. For older adults, omega-3 fats help maintain a healthier inflammatory balance and support cardiovascular function. However, flax seeds must be ground. Whole seeds often pass through the digestive system without releasing their nutrients. When ground and used in small amounts, flax can be a simple and effective daily support. Pumpkin seeds offer a different set of benefits that become increasingly important with age. They are naturally rich in magnesium and zinc, minerals that play key roles in muscle relaxation, sleep quality, immune response, and tissue repair. Many seniors struggle with muscle tightness, nighttime leg discomfort, or light sleep. Including pumpkin seeds as a small daily snack can help support these areas without placing strain on digestion when they are eaten plain and well chewed. Hemp seeds bring balance to the overall picture. They contain a naturally balanced ratio of omega-3 and omega-6 fats, which helps support joint comfort and inflammation control. Hemp seeds are also easy to digest and do not require soaking or grinding. Their soft texture and mild flavor make them practical for daily use, especially for older adults who prefer gentle foods. In addition, they provide plant-based protein that supports muscle maintenance and mental clarity. These seeds work best when used consistently and in modest amounts. Aging well is not about doing more. It is about choosing better. Small, Thoughtful adjustments can support strength, comfort, and independence over time. After the age of 60, health is rarely improved through extremes. It is not about strict diets, complicated rules, or trying to do more every day. In fact, for many older adults, doing more can create unnecessary stress. What truly makes a difference is making small, thoughtful choices that the body can respond to consistently. The body at this stage of life values stability and balance. Digestion works best when it is not overloaded. Joints and muscles respond better to gentle support than to sudden changes. Energy improves not from pushing harder, but from reducing what quietly drains it. This is why everyday food choices matter more than occasional efforts. Removing one food that no longer serves the body well can ease strain over time. Adding one food that supports balance can help restore comfort gradually. And these changes do not need to happen all at once. Even one small adjustment repeated daily can influence how the body feels weeks or months later. Many people are surprised to discover that when they simplify their approach, they feel stronger rather than restricted. Movement becomes easier. Sleep feels deeper. Energy lasts longer throughout the day. These shifts are not dramatic, but they are meaningful. They support independence and confidence, which become increasingly important with age. It is also important to be patient. The body responds at its own pace. Gentle consistency often works better than quick fixes. Paying attention to how foods affect comfort, digestion, and energy can guide better decisions without fear or pressure. Aging does not mean losing control over health. It means learning how the body has changed and responding with care. By choosing foods that support balance and letting go of those that no longer fit, many older adults find that they can feel steadier and more comfortable in their daily lives. As you move forward, focus on progress, not perfection. Small choices made with awareness can quietly support strength, clarity, and independence over time. As we come to the end of this discussion, it is important to pause and reflect on the bigger picture. Aging does not mean that decline is unavoidable, or that feeling weaker, stiffer, or more tired is simply something to accept. The body does change with age, but it remains responsive. It continues to adapt to the choices made every day. Throughout this video, we have explored how certain seeds may quietly place strain on the aging body when consumed frequently or prepared improperly. We have also highlighted seeds that tend to support balance, comfort, and resilience when used thoughtfully. The message is not about fear or restriction. It is about understanding how the body changes after 60 and responding with care. Many older adults are surprised to learn that improvement does not require extreme diets or major lifestyle overhauls. Often it begins with awareness. Paying attention to how foods affect movement, digestion, energy, and sleep can reveal patterns that were previously overlooked. Small adjustments, repeated consistently, can gradually ease inflammation, support joints, and help maintain muscle strength. What matters most is not perfection, but intention. Removing one food that no longer serves the body and adding one that supports balance can create meaningful change over time. These choices support independence, confidence, and quality of life, which become increasingly valuable with age. It is also important to remember that everyone is different. The goal is not to follow rigid rules, but to listen to your own body and make informed decisions that feel sustainable. Health after 60 is about working with the body, not against it. If this video provided clarity or reassurance, take a moment to like it so others can find this information as well. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for future videos focused on practical, balanced guidance for healthy aging. And before you go, I would love to hear from you. Which small change are you considering making first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for spending this time investing in your health. With awareness and better daily choices, it is possible to protect your joints, calm inflammation, strengthen muscles, and feel better at every stage of life.